Hi everybody, welcome back to This Blank Life and welcome to our pink solarium. We have a little guest today. He just wants to hang out. He asked if he could be a part of the video. He's really hoping for some attention today. Say hi. This is Einar. Been here purring. Well, okay. Hi, welcome back. I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to This Blank Life. I want to talk about what my idea is for the theme and direction of this channel, where I want to go with it, and what you can expect from future videos and future things that will be created. And so I was sitting and thinking about this for the past 2 weeks, actually before when I decided to first create this channel. What will my niche be? I used to work with influencer marketing, and I know the biggest thing we would look for was you would want a niche and a hyper-focused content creator. And for me, it's so hard to focus on just one thing. I have so many interests, they're so broad, I love to do everything. I love to research everything, I love to jump into everything, so it's been holding me back from starting to actually create because I was just like, well, what can I focus on? That seems so limiting to just focus on one thing. And do I really want to put myself in that box of just focusing on one thing? So I really sat and thought about this, and then it finally dawned on me of what I can talk about with you, or what can be the main focus here for this channel. And that's when it hit me. I want to create a new type of genre, which will come under the title of an arts and crafts revivalist. And you're probably thinking, Elizabeth, what is an arts and crafts revivalist? Well, you're looking at one. So let's start first with the major aspect of this channel. There's going to be a lot about the house. And the house was built, remodeled into be the arts and crafts style, which the arts and crafts style was started in the late 1800s by William Morris, I believe. I don't have my notes. So the arts and crafts movement was started as a fight and a contrary trend, a counter trend to the mass industrialization that was occurring at the time. They thought that the machines were taking over and that they were not creating beautiful things. People were losing their traditional craftsmen, things were getting ugly, they were getting mass produced, you know. Basically, when I thought about this, it is what is happening now, and that is something I'm super passionate about. Is I love quality things that you can see were made with love and care. And in today's world, we are completely oversaturated with mass-produced garbage because of our increasing technology, our increasing industrialization. So it is a repeat of the history of the late 1800s, which is now happening in the 2020s, because it happened 1890. The arts and crafts movement was about 1890 till 2019-ish, 2018, or not 2018. Well, it's still going on, I guess, but 1918 was the period of this movement. So basically the gist of the arts and crafts movement is you go back to artisanal products, you go back to craftsmanship, you decrease the superfluous clutter, and you just create a quality item. And so with this, with the house, I have become inspired by the arts and crafts movement. Every day I wake up and it's a blessing. I mean, I'm in my bedroom solarium right now. I didn't know bedrooms could have a solarium, but I'm in mine, and there's little flowers behind this camera painted on the wall, and it's beautiful. I also have a hat rack here, which came with the house from the previous owner, so I have all of these great Stetson hats. I think this is a man's one though, because it's a little too big for me, so maybe it's good for my husband. Or I have, this one's made in China. This one's not an artisanal arts and crafts hat. But here we go. Actually, I like this one. Let's go for this one for today. From Laura Ashley, made in Great Britain. Yeah, let's see how it looks. I think it's cute. I'll wear it for the rest of this video, or until my camera decides to give me some trouble. So anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, trying to limit myself into one category and one niche and try to explain it to you guys of what my niche is and what my category is and who am I? Who is this channel? Who is this channel? Who are we? What am I trying to achieve? What am I trying to accomplish? What am I trying to show you? And what will you learn? So, with this whole arts and crafts revivalist, I want to make it not just about this house. I want to have it encompass the entire arts and crafts revival lifestyle. And where does that go? So for me, nutrition and what you eat is super important because you want artisanal crafted food. So what does that mean for me? That means we go to the farm here, we see our farmers, we meet our farmers, we get our vegetables. That includes me creating food for my family that is made from scratch because that is how I grew up. My grandmother, she would make everything from scratch and she instilled those lessons to me of how you have to make it all from your beans. We would sort and soak them and do all of these things. She would teach me how to make dressings, different sauces, everything, different salsas. My grandma taught me how to cook. And my mom, she continued that. In our household, we always had homemade meals that was made with love and it was crafted and they were the best quality. My family, we believed that food is your medicine and save for us, we always prioritized the quality of our food, which was a little more expensive, but we figured that that would be cheaper in the long run because it's looking for our health because your food determines your health. So what you're eating is your fuel and you need to make sure that that is quality artisanal food and not this mass-produced Franken garbage that most of the things in this hat's falling off, so I'm gonna take it off now. Mass-produced garbage that we see mostly in the grocery stores today. So, starts with the house. It is crafted, it is beautiful, I am inspired. It goes to food, it goes to nutrition, it goes to what we're eating. I will show you how to cook things. It's going to be what you wear. I love wearing natural materials, natural fibers, anything that is crafted, wholesome. It's against this modernism movement. For me, that is the antithesis of the arts and crafts movement. Our current modernism, postmodernism, what style are we in today? Modernism and Bauhaus style, they are the opposites of the arts and crafts movement, which they help facilitate machinery and more industrialization to make more mass-produced things. It comes for your interiors. I want to foster a community where people don't want the same cookie-cutter interiors, where you walk into someone's house and you're like, oh, that looks like just my apartment, where it's the same, and where it's painted white walls and he's playing with my hair. Where it's painted white walls and that's it, and maybe some plastic furniture, which you can tell was made with a machine. So it encompasses, I had a whole list of what it encompasses. Basically encompasses everything. It encompasses our, like, how we live, why we live, and you want to live with intent and you want it to be crafted. So at least that is my goal for this channel. I want to show you how you can create your arts and crafts revival for yourself. So you respect yourself, you respect what's around you, you respect what you put into yourself, your body, you respect what products you use, everything around quality, craftsmanship, and going back to traditional methods of how we did things, where we crafted them with love and we crafted them uniquely and we respected the earth around us, and we didn't just have this constant consuming, not even recycling, but just constant consuming and throwing away when it is no longer serves you or you think that there's something new and shiny around. So it's a little bit against the intensity of our technological advancement. It's going back to basics, going back to yourself, going back to nature, living in smaller communities, which we are deciding to do now because we figured that also is part of the arts and crafts revivalism, because for us it is going back to what's important, going back to tradition, going back to your family, yourself, basically taking back our power for what we have given away for convenience. For me, convenience is one of the plagues that currently pervades our society, and the more conveniences we take in, the less ability, and we outsource our power for external corporations and entities to exploit are craving for convenience, to be able to make a profit and have us lose skills that are inconvenient. You need to learn these inconvenient skills, so even if you don't use them, you know how, and you can see when someone does not know how to do them when they craft things. I see this all the time with sewing. I learned how to sew for a while in university. I was actually studying textile and fashion design, so I look at so many garments today and the seams aren't even properly finished, and people don't even know that they're not finished, or especially with plaids, like my pants, they're not properly aligned and matched up on the edge, but that's also a part of this arts and crafts revivalist movement that I hope you will come along with me, and we can explore so many things that but they can be applied to this arts and crafts movement. So I hope you want to stick around, you want to learn things, and I'm learning as well. It started with this house, but it is snowballing into a whole movement, and I hope you come along with this movement with me. I want to empower every single one of you to know that it is possible to have high quality, nice things around you, but not in a materialistic way, but in a way that helps feed your soul. So you don't even need things around you. It's just important to realize what you nourish yourself and surround yourself with, because different buildings, interiors, architecture, fabrics, they all have different vibrations and energies, which is going to be a little out there, but hear me out, because they affect your mood, they affect your soul, they affect your outlook on life. And when you have everything that is cold, plastic, industrialized, and exposed pipes, you will feel cold, mass-produced, and you lose yourself. It's an attack on your psyche. It's psychological warfare that we are going up against, because we are trying to facilitate the machines and go against things that are human, go against things that are divine, go against things that connect you to the source, to our creator, that make you feel inspired, that make you want to create, that make you want to achieve things that are more than just what we think is just our simple existence. So I'm preaching a little bit, but I'm here to champion this movement, and I'm here to have you come along with me as we discover these things and we feed ourselves with the best food we can get. We nourish ourselves with the things, we surround ourselves with beauty, we make things, we elevate ourselves in the process, and we respect ourselves, because we need to respect ourselves and we need to show that this is possible. And it is a rebellion against the mass industrialization that is currently occurring and that wants to push us to just live and accept things that are not real. They want us to accept the artificial, they want us to accept synthetic things that pervade the true divine nature. We have cities, synthetic constructs. They maybe put a tree there, but the parks, they're also synthetic. They're sprayed with pesticides, and then you live in a small little apartment building, and it goes against our human nature. It fights nature, which then fights ourselves. And we're constantly trying to control, we're not in a flow state, and when we're trying to control everything around us, it just doesn't work out. It just all ends up not where you want to be. So please join this community, join this revolution, join this movement of the arts and crafts revivalism. And I'm sorry I couldn't put myself and these interests into a box, but I have tried to explain now where the direction of this will go. So if you feel called to join, please like and subscribe, and we're all going to be in this together, and I really hope that you'll come along. I'm so excited. I have so many ideas. I just have to make sure I don't get too much in my head so I can actually get them out for you to experience them, which is maybe my Piscean nature, which it is hard for me to get all of this out and to you, because there's so much and I don't want to just create like a little box. And so please bear with me with this, because I'm just trying to help you out, because I want to help empower every single one of you, because I just love people and I want them to feel happy and fulfilled, and I don't see that happening too much lately, and that really hurts me, because I think it stems from our losing touch with our humanity and the beauty, and how beautiful things actually help uplift and inspire. And with that, I will say goodbye for now, and I promise there will be lots more to come within the arts and crafts revivalism movement that we are creating today. So I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go snuggle with this kitten because he's been sitting in my lap the whole time. I'm not sure if you saw him, but he's been snuggling here and wanting attention. So I'm gonna go back to my little cat and some nature, and also edit this video and come up with some more ideas to show you how it's done. Bye.